Hey there everyone, it's BTM Kiwi back here again for another Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 stream, and at this time we are in the Beechcraft King Air 350i, and we are traveling from A Coruña, where we last landed, and we're going to be moseying on down to Faro Airport, which is one of the other new starred handcrafted airports. So without further ado, let's get this baby started, or set up at least.
Parking brake. Set. Power levers. Idle. Prop RPM levers.
Yes, I know. Next.
Max RPM. Condition levers. Fuel cutoff. Battery switch. On.
And I'm going to start the engines on this because all the avionics don't fire up until you do properly, and it just makes it so much simpler.
Right ignition and engine start. On. Right condition lever.
TAWS system test. Okay.
Low idle when 12% and 1 minute. ITT and N1. Monitor. Right oil pressure. Check. Right ignition and engine start. Off at 50% N1 or above. Right condition lever. High idle. Right generator. On. Left engine start. Repeat procedure. Avionics master switch. On. Lights. On. Parking brake. Release.
I'm going to turn the lights all back off, we don't need them yet. Those two on. All right.
Oral warning. Okay.
Engine anti-ice. Pitos. Let's just park brake. Shield anti-ice. Okay, those are usable. Prop anti-ice. At least we can see. I love this is a mix of the Garmin G1000 and something else, but that's correct. Such a better system. And now we can't do airways again. So our first point we're doing is Forno. And then we're meant to take the UN733 airway to Finam. Which I don't know where that is. Okay. That doesn't really make sense because Finam is straight after. So that is FIN M. Obviously this one, it's the closest one. Alright, after that, we're taking the UN733 again to Barco, but we don't have airways to put in this. So I'm going to put the individual routes along the airway, which is just one, called INSID. And then we get our Barco. And obviously we pick the closest. And then from Barco we take the UN872 to Abito. But along that there's the airway called, there's the route Rallis. Since we don't have airways, or a way of inputting them yet, is sad. And then a point called Abupi, and I'm pretty sure I've seen that one before somewhere. Something similar. So there is an aircraft flying this way. Next one is Canar. Next one is VOR called VIS. It's going to be this one. And then our Abito. And then we're taking the UN726 to Evora. Now let's see if that's the actual next one. No, so our next one is Digil. And then after Digil on my map, we have Targux. And then Evera. And then we're meant to take Evera, the airway UN873 to Sotex. And Sotex is also the start of our arrival. So, and there's nothing else, it's just Sotex. Cool. Now, our departure, we're taking the 403C. That's already got it picked for us. And runway 21, that's correct. Our arrival, we want runway 10 and we want Sotex 4K. That's not good, doesn't give us. Runway 10, okay, cool. Now approach, we want ILS Z for runway 10. And load. Oh, that looks fine. Alright, set up, display, main menu. Actually, let's click that. I think it's just brightness. Okay. Direct to nearest COM1 frequency, COM2, nav1, nav2. So our nav1 frequency, probably do this after we're up in the air, but I'll put that in right now. For the ILS is 110.5. Active frequency, it's already got it set. Cool, so that's actually working. Alright. That's that done. That mode. Full audio. Nav1 radio on. And we may as well set up Nav2 to be the same. Let's go split, let's go procedures, Nav2. That's set as well, 1110.5. Let's just enter that just so we know that it's well and truly set. Okay, that's fine, we don't need to fiddle around with that. Ground speed track, cool, cool, cool. Alright, now we come over to this one. That's all the same stuff. We could do that here if we wanted to when we set up without having to have the engines on, but I do prefer do it on that. We've actually got a range here, which is also nice. So we're taking off this direction. So So it looks like we have to go onto the runway and then backtrack to then turn around, or we can probably just come up along here, hopefully. Anyway, we can click this. Bearing pointers. Nav1, we want GPS for that one, and I'll put nav1 on that. We want CD source, we want GPS. Options. Wind Victor, we want that on. We want speed and direction. Alright. Now, in terms of takeoff speeds, not exactly sure. It'd be nice if it would just auto-calculate, but or if it would have speed bugs or something. Can I scroll? Does it let me? Okay, north up, so I can't change that. It'd be nice if it was in the setup, but oh well. Looks like we just have to deal with it. Volume, com nav1 volume, that's 100. Anything else that needs to come on? We're pretty much ready, I suppose. We're ready. So let's ask ATC.
A Coruña ground, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 IFR to Faro ready to copy.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 is cleared to Faro Airport as filed. Takeoff runway tree climb and maintain 12,000 feet.
22,000 feet.
Departure frequency is 118.275, squawk 5335.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 cleared to Faro Airport as filed. Takeoff runway tree climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure on 118.275 squawk 5335.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 readback is correct.
5335.
Contact ground on 121.7 when ready to taxi. Good day.
A Coruña ground, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 ready to taxi IFR.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 taxi to and hold short of runway tree using taxiway. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway tree via taxiway BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Not gonna get pushed back, I'm just gonna reverse it. Manually reverse it. Alright, Ito, where's my inertial separator? Ice protection, wings, prop, brake, guys, stall warning, that should always be on. Anti-ice. Test governor, granite, or auto feather. Battery on, external power. Could I have put that on? Yes, I could have. Okay, that would have been better. Auto ignition. I should have probably put that on. Net sep, cool, that's what I want. And let's find out what the ATIS is. There was no ATIS pressure, I don't know how to convert that. So we'll just wait. A bit weird.
A Coruña Tower BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 ready for departure runway tree IFR to Faro.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 QNH 29er 7 wind 29er 2 at 5. Cleared for takeoff, runway
2997.
tree.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Runway 3, eh? I think this is runway 3 going this direction. What direction is the wind at? Yeah, no, I'm taking off the other way. It's a slight headwind the other way. Flight directors. Your damper. We want flight. We want nav mode. We want flight level change. Flight level change at, let's just go same as the PBM, which I'm guessing was like 140. We should have our Y speeds and stuff. I'm sure it was this plane that showed them. Shouldn't linger on here too long. So I'll take off 104 to 115. Alright. Power.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Contact Madrid Center on 118.275. Good day.
500.
118.275 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Madrid Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 is passing 800 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Madrid Center QNH 29.907. Continue to barracks as planned.
What is it doing?
Madrid Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Request flight level 220.
500.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Expect
All right.
flight level 220.
I'm not sure why that didn't work.
BPM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Please acknowledge.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Expect flight level 220 BTM 2408 November Zulu
On
2408.
the anti-ice stuff. Now, let's try this again. Let's try flight level change mode. Alright, so they've done something to the plane. This flight level change mode has worked before in the past. As you guys are well aware, you've seen me before. And VNAV doesn't work with Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to do, because something's broken with this. Which is really unfortunate and annoying. But thankfully we can use this.
2408 November Zulu 2408, please expedite your climb 12,000
Yes, I am.
feet.
Zoom out a bit more. Set to 100 nautical miles. It's fine, it shows us other aircraft nearby. I don't know if I've done something wrong. We've got the flaps in, landing gears in. Beacon on, nav on, ice. We don't need probably ice. On the side of the engine cowling, I assume. Yep, now it's off, that little light that was there. So if I put that on again. Yeah, now there's a little light there. I'm assuming nav and recognition lights are important. Horn. There's the other plane I was looking for. So we're actually hitting our flight level change mode anyway, quite conveniently. I'm really annoyed with this because now it's going to start leveling off and it should be targeting the speed and it's gaining speed, but it's not anything. So looks like vertical speed mode it is, and it should give us a change at all. No, it's still 2997, and we're going to go to standard, which is 2992.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 climb and maintain flight level 190.
Climb and maintain flight level 190 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
it looks like we'll be fine now. We can put the anti-eye stuff off so that engine won't stress. The same. For MDIs. We'll just have it normal. Toes stay on.
November Zulu 2408 climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220 BTM 2408 November Zulu 240.
Something has happened. There's a bug because flight level change always works. That's good. It gives us an estimated time for. I'm not sure what the E is. I don't know why they can't say arrival. I'm guessing estimated time for expedite or something, or encounter. I don't know. So she's starting to level off now. So it's just confusing. I don't know why. I wonder if that's what I needed to do. Perhaps. I guess we won't know because I'm at cruising altitude now. So they're fine, they're not in the reds. Ground speed increasing, it's at nearly 300 knots. Let's drop it down 90% power. We got 85 for a cruise. Massey boomer. I should actually check where our top of descent is. Top of descent is just after Sotex. What a distance to destination. So top of descent is 73 nautical miles from destination. And the next point is the start of the arrival, which is Sotex 4K FR630, and that is 42 nautical miles. So if I take the 73 minus 42, total of 31. Okay, that actually shows that, so that's good enough. I don't know that. So that's 31 nautical miles out from FR630. We want to start descending. And we want to be at 2,000 feet when we hit our initial fix, which is FR455, which is 10 miles out. Set our minimums in this plane, I don't think. Our minimums anyway is, there's a few of them, not sure how to tell what our plane is. Cat A, B, C, D. I'm guessing it's a Cat A. We've got a DA and an MDA. So our DA is our decision altitude, and our MDA is our minimum decision altitude. The elevation of the runway is 24 feet. So I'm going to go into the maps and have a look to see if we just went from Portugal to Spain or we're still in Portugal. Okay, so we just went from Spain and we're going to Portugal. A Coruña is in Spain. think our next flight we'll go from the airport we're landing at in Faro and we'll go to Gibraltar. So it's 31. Get me out in the next one. So let's speed up a bit.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Contact Lisbon Center on 119.55. Good day.
119.55 for BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Lisbon Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 flight level 220.
There's some decent clouds.
November Zulu 2408 Lisbon Center continue to ABP as planned.
Actually starting to wobble a bit because those clouds must be putting quite a bit of updraft. Safe levels for the engine. Fuel flow. Let's see what happens if I go. Oops. I go full.
Landing here. Landing here.
Funny, so it wants me to put out landing gear when I've so fuel flow hasn't decreased at all, so it's still max fuel. Internal temp is coming up again. Looks like there's a bug with the fuel flow because I was dropping the power a few notches every push, and fuel flow was dropping, and then I put it, and it was over 70 before, and then I dropped it, and then I put it straight back to full speed, and it stopped at 6.8. Speed's still slowly dropping. I'm looking at my ground speed. And I should probably... That keeps centered on the plane. I've got the lights off and everything. Good, 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 good. Still a bit peeved. That other stuff. The flight level change not working. I like how it shows the points that we've gone past currently. So when we're 31 miles out from this point, that's when we want to start our descent. There's Lisbon, capital of Portugal, I believe it is, or the biggest city at least.
southwest. Descend and maintain 4,100 feet. Expect vectors visual runway on approach.
Descend and maintain 4,100 feet. Expect vectors visual runway when approach Aerobit 954.
RVP. I'm guessing that's the Royal Portuguese Air Force or something, maybe? There's no airport around, so... unless there is... really low.
Aerobit 954 Airport is 12 miles at your 10 o'clock. Maintain present heading and altitude. Report runway in sight.
Aero VIP is going to runway 2 miles out.
Maintain present heading and altitude Aerobit 954.
On the
Aerobit
info.
954 has the runway in sight.
Aerobit 954, you are 1 mile south of Label Papa Victor Zulu. Turn right heading 025.
Must be another little airport somewhere.
Move in, Niner Flight 4.
There's another aircraft coming from that direction too. It speeds up the world time too. I don't like that. I'd rather the plane just speeds up. There's Lisbon over there.
Alpine 76160 or 55 miles east. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 03 approach.
Is that for Lisbon?
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 03 approach Alpine 7616.
That wasn't for me, or for the airport that I'm wanting, I should say. I am back, sorry about that. I was just leaving the cat in. Right. So all those people over there is where I want to go. That's where I'm going. There's a Sotex already, yeah, those two, cool. So what did I say our top of descent was? 31 miles out, wasn't it? To FR 630. 31 miles out. Now if they give us the other runway, do we have an ILS? Devor Z. Yes we do. Got an ILS Z for it too, cool. Runway 28, and I'll keep that docked. Hopefully we can load that other one, because I just tried and it's not letting me load it. So what did I say? We want to go down to 3,000 initially, and then at VNOL FR451, FR450. Down to 2,000. So I better start asking them.
Lisbon Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Request 12,000 feet.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, descend and maintain 14,000 feet, expect 12,000 feet.
Descend and maintain
And then I
14,000 feet, expect
want
12,000 feet, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
3,000.
Lisbon Center BTM
Two, but I'll
2408
do
November
4.
Zulu 2408. Request 4,000 feet.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, descend and maintain 14,000 feet, expect 4,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 14,000 feet, expect 4,000 feet, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Lisbon Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Request 3,000 feet.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, request denied.
Fuck you. Yeah, VNav's not doing anything. Alright. So my current direction I'm facing, the wind is cutting across from my left to the right at 59 degrees and the runway's orientation is about 10 degrees, so that's fine. We're going to be told we can land in that direction.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Now, should have a look to see what our landing speed is. I don't believe that. Probably changed based on the flaps I have out. So I aim for 100 at least. Seems fair. Plane I was looking for. Let's see. Oh, there's one, but I wanted to see what. Lights and nav. Yeah, so the nav was the red light on the edge. Recognition lights for those. So the white one's blinking and beacon. Right. That's pretty. Do I have speed brakes? How far away are we? Ooh. Are those little airports? They are. Little air bases or bush. Should be fine, we're almost at 10,000. We've got a plane passing by us on our left. There. There's the little aerodromes. Romeo. cat's name is Romeo, and then the other one is Major Tom. I hope we're going to get told our QNH. We're about to go under the. We're nearing 10,000, which is our transition. It's kind of important. I slowed us down a bit, put us at 25%. Lever forward. So let's drop the speed a little bit. So that mean we'll descend quicker, as opposed to like the distance we're traveling, we're descending quicker. Yeah. The vertical speed is like per minute, so if we're going faster, it's still going to target that per minute, which means it's going to take us at a shallower gradient, so we're going to cover more lateral distance to our target, but not have descended as much. I'm going to keep it at 1,500 feet per minute. It could probably go to 1,000 though. I don't exactly want to risk it. We've got another plane on the crossing over the path. Yeah, I think for our next flight, we'll try going into Gibraltar. Now, there's no ILS into Gibraltar, which is a bit silly, because you'd think you'd want to have a precision approach into there, because it's a very tiny place, Gibraltar. And the runway literally... Oh, some bridges. The runway literally goes across the whole entire country. Because it's only like a few kilometers wide, less. The country, the runway's wider than the country, because it's just a peninsula. It's only classed as a country because Great Britain refused to give it to Spain. They've had wars over the years of like who has it and who doesn't. But Great Britain has it at the moment, has ownership of it. Now, our nav1 has actually come alive and it's picking up some stuff. FIT, I'm sure to see if this is actually the name of it. Yes, it's called FIT. FIT is the name of it. So we've got that right. So I'm happy about that. FR45, FR455. Those next fixes. FR455 is our start of the glide slope. And that we want to be at 2,000 feet by then. So we want to be at FR450, 3,000. And I wonder if I... Split procedure. Active flight plan. Right, that's got that in. Those constraints, so I don't really know why VNAV isn't. Working unless it does. change. Let's look at the annunciations, vertical speed. Nothing changed here.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 240, contact Faro approach on 119.40.
It looks like we're at a pretty good
Good day.
height, and I'm gonna want to put an initial separator and stuff on.
119.405 for BTM 2408 November Zulu
Perhaps.
2408.
Had quite a nice thing, so it's probably not necessary, although we are getting into.
Faro approach BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 is at 4,500 feet, descending 3,000 feet.
We're gonna want to put some lights on in a moment.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Faro approach QNH 29.88, continue to beam on plan.
988.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, you are 21 miles northwest. Maintain present heading and altitude, expect ILS Yankee runway 10 approach via Victor Foxtrot Alpha transition. Clear to Victor Foxtrot Alpha.
ILSY, no thanks, I'm taking ILS-Z. There's always
Maintain
something.
present heading and altitude, expect ILS Yankee runway 10 approach via Victor Foxtrot Alpha transition, cleared to Victor Foxtrot Alpha BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, contact Lisbon Center on 119.55. Good day.
119.55 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Where's the lights?
Lisbon Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, 3,100 feet.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Lisbon Center QNH 29.88, continue to Victor Foxtrot Alpha as planned.
Alright. Helps. Probably need something down here. Have any light switches for here? I probably need to think about slowing it down a bit. I want to get ready for our 2000. Now heading 0, 1 or 10. It's a 10. Not too sure what this little must be for deploying for flaps or something.
2408 November Zulu 2408, contact Faro approach on 119.405. Good day.
119.405 for BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Faro approach BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, 3,000 feet.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Faro approach QNH 29.86, continue to Victor Foxtrot Alpha as planned.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 would like ILS Zulu runway 10 approach vectors to find.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, you are 19 miles west. Maintain present heading and altitude, expect vectors ILS Zulu runway 10 approach.
Cute.
Maintain present heading and altitude, expect vectors ILS Zulu runway 10 approach BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Alright, we can start descending. Change our source to our nav in a moment.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, you are 400 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 3,000 feet QNH 29.87.
Okay.
Climb and maintain 3,000 feet BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
I'm not going to do that. And we need to drop our speed a little bit too. Not until we at least start landing. We're pretty much avoiding the clouds. So I'm fine without using any, but we do need to put maybe an inertial separator on. I'll put that on right now, just so the engine is stabilized. Oh, dude, I'm already past that point where we want to be at 3,000.
Faro approach BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 requesting vector to next waypoint.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, turn right heading 225.
The
aircraft is about to do on its own. I can probably zoom in a bit.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, you are 12 miles west of Faro. Maintain present.
Okay, it's automatically changed to lock.
Contact Faro Tower on 119.13.
Approach mode on.
maintain present heading and altitude. Tower on 119.13 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Faro Tower.
Faro Tower BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 11 miles westbound ILS Zulu runway 10 approach.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 contact Faro approach on 119.405. Good day.
Going to 119.405 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Pitching up, we're slowing down a bit. We're up to 30 power. Still haven't hit the glide slope yet. That's a TBM, a lovely plane. Love it. Oh, she's fluctuating between 3 and 4 degrees. Glide slopes coming down. Now that we're in landing configuration, let's check this is changed. Landing speed 130, 101. Okay, we're gonna stick for about 100. And I think we want the magenta. Right there, so we want to kind of increase, but we're gonna increase it as soon as we start hitting, as soon as the glide slope is captured. Glide slope captured and the speed is increasing, so let's drop our power to about 20%. So are we right in the middle? We're fine. I love that synthetic vision. What was that? 3 miles? Why is that dimmed? This should be 100%. I think it is. It's just because we've got panels lit up, which is fine. Yeah, we're sliding under it. Let's increase power again. That's a nice headwind straight into us. So I've got power back at 20%. So we're down, landing gear down. Lights are on. Passing 900. And I think, oh, sorry about that. Our minimums were, we've got 2 red, 2 white for the Pappy. altimeter. I think we wanted like what for minimums. Like we wanted 200 or something for the minimums, or 400 or something. 400. Probably a little bit high. I'm cutting back on power a bit. We're a little bit below. Turn autopilot off now. We missed the threshold. As a plane like this doesn't matter too much. Did I put the inertial separators on? Yes, I did. Quickly put on taxi lights.
Faro ground, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, request taxi to parking.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
And I'm in idle for this plane. Look how much she's motoring. 22 knots and increasing. She's a nice plane. Probably needs to be in low idle. Love those little noises. Sort of shaking noises and stuff that it do. All right. Parking E190. I think. And there we go. That's our flight finished, everyone. 0 time for night. What the hell do they count as night in this game? That was pretty dark. Alright, so thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed that flight. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that follow button so you get notified when I go live next with whatever I go live next with. I'll also be exporting this to my YouTube channel, so if you're keen to check that out, follow the link underneath the live stream panel as well as in the description of the past streams. Because I upload all my clips and stuff to there, which I can't do to here on Twitch, so that's one of the good things about that. And if you do happen to mosey on over there and like what you see there and want to help me out and subscribe, that would mean a hell of a lot to me, and I very much appreciate it. Likewise, if you're on my YouTube channel watching this and want to find where I do all my live stuff on Twitch, follow the link in the description as well as in the channel banner. There should be a link. As always, drop a comment on stuff you guys would like to see me do next, or things you think I could do better with, or just to pop in and say hey. And I hope you're all having a great day or a great night wherever in the world you are. Peace out, everyone. Have a great one.